Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Yellow Alert where we take a look at the dev posts over the past week and read them out so you don't have to. So apologies there was no Spectrum drama this week. There's been a lot going on unfortunately in my life and also in Cryco's. There's lots of change and lots of things going on and it's kind of has put us a little bit behind. Hopefully we'll be back to normal soon, but my health is still a question mark, so we'll see. I do know that I need an operation soon, which may put me out of business for a few weeks, but we'll see how it goes and we'll keep you posted on our Discord. So if you're not a member of our Discord, jump on if you care about my life. But no, that's it. So let's jump straight in. Okay, so first up we had a post from Mr. Chicken Leg and it said current and projected CPU core count. Question for the graphics or engine team. What is the current number of CPU cores/threads used by Star Citizen/Squadron 42 game engine? And what numbers are the teams aiming for in the future once Gen 12 is live? So we had a response from Sylvan at CIG and it says, hey, as of now we are already utilising all cores. However, there are two threads, main thread and render thread, which have a very high utilisation depending where you are in the game. In draw core heavy scenes like Lorville, New Babbage, etc., the game is mostly bottlenecked by the render thread. This is quite a big deal breaker at the moment and is the major reason why the game is so slow in big locations and why maxed out single thread performance is still so important for Star Citizen. Gen 12 along with Vulcan will improve this massively. The first step will be the new Gen 12 renderer, which will already improve performance by a big margin due to improved render thread performance. Starting with 3.14, we will be slowly rolling out parts of Gen 12. However, you will see the big performance improvement only once everything is fully transitioned, specifically once we enable the Gen 12 scene rendering. In parallel, we are working on the Vulcan backend, which is coming along quite nicely as well. It is to be expected that we can roll out Vulcan shortly after the full Gen 12 renderer is working. Once that is done, we will push into paralysing the whole scene rendering even more and get rid of the entire render thread. When this is done, the rendering will be utilising all available cores as much as it can, and we should no longer be bottlenecked by the rendering. So that's good news. Hopefully in a few patches time we might actually start to see some improvements in our frame rates and stuff. Good. So there was actually another interesting question posed by Stagus in the same thread. Would this improve performance on older GPUs? With the global shortage and high prices, it would make the game more playable for a lot of people. And Sylvan has come back and said GPU performance will most likely not improve with Gen 12 plus Vulcan in the short term. However, that's not a big deal right now as we are mostly limited by the CPU and not the GPU. As time moves on, I'm pretty sure we will look into various GPU performance improvements. Okay, so next up we had a post from Len, and it says, is there any plan for some rudimentary ship weapon balance? Currently, the ship weapon balance can roughly be summarised as: number 1, ballistic cannon. Only the C788 is competitive due to its unique explosive round. None of the traditional cannons are useful. Aside from damage, the shell velocity is also too low. Number 2, the laser cannon. The only one that has a niche is the M7A, which has a very long range that allows 600i owners to snipe from afar. Nobody cares about them in size 1 to size 4. Velocity is also too low, just like ballistic cannons. Number 3, ballistic repeater. The entire line is absolutely dead due to ridiculously low ammo count that makes them useless even for single PvP encounters. Number 4, the ballistic gatling. Only size 1 and size 2 have barely enough ammo for somewhat extended PvE, just barely enough, and you need to be a good shot. Size 3 and size 4 only have enough ammo for PvP. Considering most fighters have size 3, size 4 hardpoints, this essentially makes them largely ineffective. Number 5, distortion cannons. What the hell is that DPS compared to distortion repeaters? Oh, and did I mention velocity? Number 6, laser/distortion repeaters, the favoured child of current meta that totally outclasses all 5 of the previously mentioned weapon types and actually fun to play. Number 7, scatterguns, special niche for people who like super close quarters and do their job well. So he says, I'm not asking for excellent balance, I'm just asking for rudimentary balance. Just give ballistic laser distortion cannons around 10 to 20% damage and velocity buff, and ballistic repeaters / Gatling guns ammo buffs to around 10 times RPM, and I'll be very, very, very happy, etc, etc. So basically Yogi Clat has come back and said, Len, we're currently in the process of reviewing and updating all vehicle weapons for the capacitor gameplay. This does not mean though that all weapons will be completely in the right spot once capacitors release. Combat balance with all its nuances is a really tough and complex topic, and there are lots and lots of variables to tweak. As we stated in ISCs before, we are trying to give each weapon its role and purpose and discourage meta builds as much as possible. But while we have currently good indications from internal playtests, it will without question require a lot of data and player feedback such as this to get it right. So yes, there is more than a plan. Development on this is currently ongoing, as the next few releases are very combat centric for us, i.e. VET. But just to manage expectations, I have to say that it will probably take a while and lots of going back and forth with the community to get it right. But let's keep talking about this. You listed all weapons categories, ignoring what they do now in game. What do you feel each weapon or weapon category should be good or bad at? So it's interesting that they're actually kind of asking the questions. What do you think that these weapons should be good for and should be bad for? I mean, there is other very, very long posts, detailing how they feel that these should work. I'll leave that to your devices, maybe to jump through and have a read, because they are very long. But yeah, I mean, it's good that they're, it's on the cards. So next up, we had a post from Balor of Red, and this is a live and PTU feedback request: canopy glare, scratches, and over degradation. And it says, greetings, we would like your help rooting out ships that are giving issues with severe canopy glare, scratches that won't repair, and those that have too much and too fast of canopy degradation. We consider all of these bugs. To highlight these problems and help create, reproduce and confirm issue council entries, please post below with what ship you encountered the issue in, the type of issue council entry for others to contribute to. Thanks for your help, Balor. So that's good. This is something that we've been moaning about for a long time, that, the canopy glare and scratches and all that can sometimes be just ridiculous in this game. So yeah, if you are having those problems, or if you've got a ship that causes these problems, definitely jump in and let them know. Okay, and last up we had a roadmap roundup for May 5th, 2021. So first up we've got the progress tracker. The following deliverables have been added to the progress tracker: Drake Corsair, building, balancing and implementing Drake Interplanetary's multi-crew explorer, the Corsair, into the game. Vehicle door improvements, updates to the underlying implementation of vehicle door setup that will allow for more advanced interactions, including ramps aligning to terrain and other ship-specific behaviours. Life support tier 0, implementing the first iteration of onboard life support systems in ships, which entails a ship component that generates air when turned on, and management of said life support component within the vehicle loadout manager. Previously marked as unannounced, these deliverables have now been revealed on the progress tracker. Banu Merchantman, yay! Building, balancing and implementing the Merchantman, the Banu made trading vessel, into the game. Apoa Santokyai, building, balancing and implementing Apoa's medium fighter, the Santokyai, into the game. And the Drake Vulture, building, balancing and implementing Drake Interplanetary's light salvage ship, the Vulture, into the game. The following deliverables have been removed temporarily from the progress tracker, as schedules are being finalised following planning meetings, in addition to allowing room for the life support tier 0 and vehicle door improvements deliverables mentioned above: multi-grid SDF, capital ship destruction, culling streaming in exterior-interior ships, animated dashboard state, and M50 engine swap. So we've got a release view. These deliverables have successfully passed their final review. For this reason, we have updated the label on their cards to committed and changed their colour to blue. Ship to station docking and missions spawn closets. Then we've got New Horizon. We're aiming to extend the horizon of both the progress tracker and release view to Q1 2022, with our next publish on May 19th. This publish will include only the upstream teams' schedules for the time being. As a reminder, downstream teams are reactive to upstream, so their schedules won't show the entire year. Therefore, downstream schedule will be updated to Q3 2021 shortly thereafter in the following publish. Thanks, and that's all for this week. And that is all for this week from us. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff there. I like the fact that we're actually seeing some new stuff go on to the progress tracker now, and there's some exciting stuff there. I mean, Banu Merchantman, CCG will be selling their wares around the verse. Mostly our own merch, so if you want a CCG t-shirt, you have to come to our Merchantman. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff coming, so yeah, it's exciting times. So yeah, we hope that you liked this video, you found it informative or amusing, and if you did like it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more Star Citizen content. And don't forget to jump over to our Discord if you want to chat with us. We're normally about. It's been a quiet few weeks. As I said, there's been some health issues in my family and with myself, and so we're kind of just getting through all that at the moment. But hopefully we'll get over the hump soon, and we'll be back to normal. But that is it. So thanks very much everyone for watching, and have a great week. Thanks, and bye-bye.